Hey yo, it's me P and I'm back with another video. If you're new here, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the fam. If you're not, thank you so much for coming back. We appreciate all of y'all. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment down below. I also want to know how y'all feel about the voiceover videos versus like music or hearing us in real time. What y'all think about that? Like, leave that in the comments if you appreciate the conversation that I have with y'all during the actual video through voiceover. Or would you prefer to hear the actual background or have some music? Let me know. So, if you didn't know, I took my daughters to the hair salon for the first time at the beginning of March. And this is, of course, the end of March, prepping them for Easter. As you can see, for head number one, this silk press lasted really, really good, y'all. Again, they got a silk press for the very first time. Their hair was in like ponytails. Leia's hair was in puffs. I'll talk more about each kid's hair when I do their hair. But Riley hair was in like a bunch of little plaits, and she had some tangles. She did have some tangles. I've been growing their hair all alone. No extra sauce, no extra oils or anything. People ask like, what kind of growth oil do I use? I usually just use like regular hair grease, Blue Magic, like a something out of Walmart, y'all. Honestly, I don't use anything special. I think if I did, the growth would be even better. The strength of their hair will probably be even better. I'm still pleased with what I've gotten as a mother of three. Under the circumstances of having so much hair to do, including mine, and just time and scheduling and everything, it's a lot of work. So I'm really pleased with how far their hair has come. Riley is 6 years old. She made 7 in August, and her hair was actually cut before, actually twice. Her hair was cut at the top when she was 3. Leia was calling herself doing a cupcake hairstyle when Riley had puffs. So, like, this piece right here would be from that cut. And that's why it doesn't reach the same length as the other part of the ponytail. And then on the other side, which I didn't really go deep into her whole hairstyle, I just kind of showed y'all the gist of it. But the other side was cut recently at school. Somebody cut like a piece of her ponytail, like the very tip of it. But her hair really grows back um, pretty fast. Pretty healthy. As y'all can see, her edges is pretty healthy. I don't use a lot of edge control. That is another thing that I do to keep their edges. Um, I will use edge control in this video for my oldest daughter hair. Now y'all may have seen me use Eco Styler gel for their edges. Y'all know I was selling like a girly glitter is what it's called, gel for little girls' hair, for their edges. It's a big popular thing now to have like the glitter gel in the kids' hair, and my kids really want me to start selling it again. But that's probably the only other thing I have used. But even with that, I'm not consistent because I just don't want to put a lot of stuff on their hair. I like to really keep their hair natural. I would do a hairstyle like plaits and leave the plaits in for 2 weeks. I would upgrade the edges, um, brush it, oil it, spray it with a little water to keep it moisturized. But I really just want to let their hair do what it's supposed to do naturally, and I just try to add too much to it. Even with braids, like I'm not big on braids, and adding hair to my girl's hair. I just get nervous about all of that. I feel like they've made it this far. They could keep going without it. But the braids that they had last time really was a big help. And I don't know, y'all. They might be getting it again soon. I do love to see their confidence. I'm about to let y'all see Riley how she felt about her hair.
Yeah, it looks so pretty. George myself. Oh, your hair is pretty. Mama, can I see in the store? Oh, your hair is pretty. Oh, you can go play.
You do me a thing?
And then
You can do it close up at the desk?
oh, your hair is pretty.
And if nobody says anything,
If they say it's ugly,
oh, your hair look pretty.
if somebody say ugly,
Okay.
Mom, if somebody says her hair is ugly, I would say her hair is beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
rock to like, it's her beautiful.
Y'all don't have. So yes, y'all can see the confidence is there. I built this confidence from scratch. But y'all also heard I told her if nobody says anything, even though I know somebody's gonna say it's pretty, I just always want to remind them that if you feel pretty, you are pretty. So another thing with me personally, I think super deep, yo. I have a degree in psychology, and I really like to use my brain, my research mind, like on another scale with my kids. I don't want to miss a beat. Like, I don't want to miss a beat. Pause. Not the other pause everybody's talking about, but I just wanted to tell y'all, I didn't have my ride rollers. I didn't have rollers, so I just twisted it up into like a bun and put rubber bands on it, put their little net on it, put their bonnet on it, and that's how I kept everybody's curls fresh. I took them down in the morning and I freshened whatever like curls dropped, but they look cute. I'm gonna show y'all a picture at the end. So back to what I was saying, I really think deeper and when it comes to building my kids' confidence. So I would prefer to make my kids embrace their own natural hair. Like no braids for months. And then surprise them with braids with their own hair. Plaits for weeks. Then surprise them with a puff. 2 puffs, 3 puffs, and just show them the versatility of their own tresses and make sure they appreciate how they look. I let them go and get reactions from the kids at school, people in public, family, and then I let them apply those things of how they felt before they left the house versus when they looked in the mirror alone. And if you think they're not paying attention to those things, you got to think a little harder because they are. So Shamari is 4. Again, this was her first silk press. Now, I have blown their hair out before for like me to do their own braids. I did braid their hair to the scalp a couple times. Or just in general to like make their hair more manageable. I've done like a little blowout, but I never did it like super silky straight or anything like that. This was their first time getting their hair straightened for Riley and Shamari. And Leah has had her hair straightened by me. I'll tell y'all about that when her hair part comes up. But yeah, so it had been a month, and what I've been doing to keep up with it at night, at first I was wrapping it. Y'all know the wrap, but the wrap kept coming loose. So what I ended up doing is making a single bun, and I do have a video to show y'all that in short form that I want to make a short about. But I just made like a bun at the top and twisted their ponytail tight into a little bun, and when it drops almost like a curl, and that's it. That's what I've been doing. It didn't pop their edges any kind of way because I use like a soft scrunchie, not a rubber band. I did use a rubber band for this style simply because they were wearing bows and all that good stuff. Is curls, it's Easter. I just wanted a more clean look. But I did not add anything. I didn't add any oils. I didn't add anything to their hair the whole month just to see how it would manage on its own, because we hear so much about what we should do, what we gotta do. Sometimes you just gotta test out your own hair, your own kid's hair, and see what their hair may need. Um, I didn't show y'all Shamari's full process because it was the night before Easter, and I still had a lot of stuff to do. I'm not gonna say a lot of stuff, but I did have to run to the store. I had to go get some stockings for somebody for Leah, I think. The eggs to do the dye the eggs. And something else I had to buy. So I had to run to the store before the stores closed. My body was aching. And when I got back, I just finished her hair, tied her up. Okay. So Leah is 10. Now I will say I had to cut Leah's hair last summer. Leah literally wore her puff all summer, y'all. I don't know why I let it happen, but I really did let it happen. And we were going swimming and all of that. And the puff just kind of connected as one, and the ends of it had to be cut. So she lost some hair. She did have a couple more inches. But considering she still have a really nice grain, um, it's growing really nice, and I'm pleased. Especially considering she had this silk press for a month, and I've been putting her hair in a bun at night as well. I forgot to mention the brand of the flat iron I'm using. It is a Baby Bliss. I bought this flat iron 4 years ago when we first moved to Bryan, Texas, from the pawn shop, y'all. And it has really held up, but I do think it's time to upgrade. It worked pretty good, but I do feel like it could have done better. I was like quickly doing the curls. I didn't really hold it like most people would probably hold a flat iron on their hair. But even for my hair, it's just it doesn't give that press for my hair like it could. Their hair is more finer than mine. So it does work a little better for them. But I think it's time to upgrade. I'm not gonna get rid of this one, but I do want a new one. Like I said, I flat ironed on Leah hair in the past. The first time she had her hair straightened was when she turned 7. And her hair was really, really long, y'all. But it bushed up so fast. Like, I don't know what it is that the Dominicans did that I didn't do. But they really got down to business on my kids' hair, y'all. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning as well. But I might put it in the title. I don't know. Their hair really lasted long with the way that they did their hair. So as y'all can see, I didn't really show y'all every single step. This is probably the last clip of me just showing y'all how I did some of her back curls. And then I'm going to show y'all kind of how it looked at the end. They were all really happy about their hair. They've always wanted it straight and curly, and I was just happy that I was able to make this happen for them, especially for a day like Easter. Then we went to church, and it just looked so beautiful. I just love to see them look beautiful and build their confidence. And then watching them play Easter Day with their cousins, looking all pretty and girly, like a happy mom, okay? Very happy mom. And just a quick little life update. Under the circumstances, I do my best to keep my kids happy and feeling normal. Like, one thing I don't do is sit around and complain or, feel down or change up my routine. Like, as y'all can see, we still dyeing eggs. I still made Easter baskets. We staying up the night before and doing whatever we gotta do to feel happy. Like, I'm not overdoing it, but I'm not underdoing it. You know what I'm saying? We have been living in a hotel now since the beginning of November. So we went through Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, all of the big holidays was in the hotel, and we made it. Like, we really made it. The kids have still been happy. We've been working really, really hard. The kids have to get up and go every morning with us. Like, we've been able to take a break lately. Like, the month of March was what we've been praying for. But November, December, January, February, we worked really, really hard. And the kids was ready. Like, they get up ready to work. They ask to go in specific stores. They want to help deliver the groceries to the houses. Like, they so, like, I don't even know the word for it. I just love them. Don't get me wrong, they give me trouble, but not from our situation trouble. They don't complain, and I don't give them a reason to complain. I don't burden them. Um, I don't, I just don't do those miserable type of things that people do when they're in a bind. Like, we in a bind, but they not. You know, they still should be able to enjoy their childhood even in the midst of a storm. Even if we're going through a tough time, it doesn't have to feel tough. I don't have to keep reminding them that it's tough. And I really appreciate Shelton, because he don't either. He don't sit around angry. He don't make them feel bad. He don't constantly remind them what's going on, or like complaining, or we just don't do that. And I think that's a major key for when you're going through things in life with your kids. You gotta spare them, even though they see what's going on. It doesn't have to be like a big conversational piece every single day. Well, you know what we don't have? No, you know what we're gonna have after we work this hard? We're gonna have this, and we're gonna be able to do that. And I mean, you don't have to boost the expectations past 1,000, but you can definitely tell them what you're working towards and give them something to look forward to. So, yeah, this is us just doing our traditional things and prepping for Easter. I got these bonnets from HEB. I got the nets from the hair salon, the Dominican Hair Salon we went to. They just gave them to us. I don't know if I paid for them. I didn't ask. But I got the robes from Walmart. They were on sale for like $5. And yeah, y'all, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can definitely leave them in the comments below. I'm doing my best to come back to y'all with some content. I did create a video filling their Easter baskets. I'm not going to feel like it's too late. I feel like, if people watch it next year, that's fine with me. So I'm still going to edit that video and post that video. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, yo. Share our videos. Come back, watch some things, leave us some super chats, some super stickers, help us boost our revenue and boost our reach, so that could help us through this time. Thank y'all so much. See y'all in the next video.